While our city of Manchester is small, it has had rapid growth in its new American community this century. Whether they moved here because of foreign crises that have forced them out of their homes, or they moved here in search of a better life, new Americans are an essential part of the fabric of our society. This year, we worked with three amazing new American entrepreneurs. All of our projects were focused on sustainable economic growth and opportunity for new Americans in our community. For our first project, we helped an insurance agency called AS Insurance that is run by new Americans improve their community outreach. Our second project this year was working with Excel Connect. Excel Connect is a translation and interpretation business in Manchester that helps serve new Americans. Finally, we helped with the establishment of the Umoja Child Care Center, which focuses on new Americans in our community. I would now like to introduce Matt to talk about our work with AS Insurance.
Thank you, Jacob. AS Insurance Agency is an immigrant-owned and run insurance agency based out of the city of Manchester, New Hampshire. It was established by Mr. Tika Acharya, who is a Bhutan native who moved to the United States in order to run his own business. Mr. Acharya and the AS Insurance Agency's mission is to cater to an immigrant population. Their goal is to communicate and inform new Americans about the basics and importance of insurance. Many immigrants find it difficult to comprehend the complex concepts of insurance and insurance providers. AS Insurance and Mr. Acharya aim to simplify this process by providing agents of multiple ethnic backgrounds to better serve a wider new American population. Mr. Acharya wanted to expand his business in order to meet the insurance needs of more immigrant communities. Our team helped him find and seek out pockets of his target market of Bhutanese and Indian immigrants within the state of New Hampshire. Census data informed us that our target market was concentrated in Dover, New Hampshire. We decided the best way to inform the new market was to have a financial literacy workshop. We were able to get a free space at Dover Public Library and updated Mr. Acharya's marketing materials, tailoring them to the event. Of these marketing materials, we edited a financial literacy PowerPoint, created and distributed flyers promoting the event, and built response surveys that were presented to the audience following the event to gain feedback. We were able to generate an audience of 5 attendees for this financial literacy workshop, which was lower than the number of attendees we expected based on the level of advertising we conducted. We took the low attendance number as a learning experience for us to correct in the future. A second financial literacy event we had planned was to be held at UNH Manchester, where a larger audience was expected to attend. Unfortunately, the event was canceled due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Aside from helping Mr. Acharya and his team at AS Insurance generate more exposure through marketing and advertising events, Sabre will now help discuss how we were able to use their customer database to market to more potential clients.
Thanks, Matt. AS Insurance has recently upgraded their customer data collection system to a customer relationship management system called EasyLinks. The most useful aspect that we found was the system's ability to create email campaigns. We determined that our main objective was to help AS Insurance create these campaigns in order to reach their target audiences within their EasyLinks system. The first group of clients that AS Insurance wanted to contact with email campaigns was their leads, who are people who have been quoted an insurance but have not yet bought the insurance. The email campaign was a one-time email to all customers identified as leads and did not directly advertise AS Insurance, but instead informed people about insurance in general. We sent this email out to 300 clients, and according to the system, 52% of the potential clients viewed the email. We sent our second email campaign to recent leads, which are leads that AS Insurance had obtained from the beginning of this year until the campaign was sent out in February. To these leads, we sent a drip campaign, which means that a similar chain of emails is sent once every week for a certain number of weeks to the same group of people. We decided to do a 3-week drip campaign because we were likely to receive more responses from recent leads and gain more hits in this capacity. These emails went out to 177 emails, and 58% of the recent leads viewed our campaign. Our third email campaign was to all active customers, and it advertised the benefits of an umbrella coverage. The goal was to encourage current customers to rethink their insurance plan and whether buying additional coverage would be beneficial. This campaign went out to 1,207 clients, and about 46% of the active customers viewed the campaign. We hope to continue working with AS Insurance to improve their ability to contact specific groups of their current and future client base. I'd like to now introduce Mariah to talk about our next project, Excel Connect.
Thank you, Sabra. Excel Connect is a translation and interpretation service provider owned and operated by Arnold Mikolo, a new American from the Democratic Republic of the Congo, who started his business serving speakers of over 50 languages last fall. Excel Connect has an advantage in its uniquely vast connections to multilingual community members, yet it lacked a virtual and marketing presence that is vital to reaching new customers. We developed a call script and training to help Arnold develop new outreach tactics that would aid in converting customers. We initiated 3 areas of digital marketing to help Arnold reach a broader audience: his website, LinkedIn, and Facebook. We spent over 100 hours to help Arnold form his new branding, leveraging his role as a leader in the new American community and applying the branding to his website and social media. Excel Connect's website has garnered 140 visits since we launched it and has led to 106 unique interactions with new clients. The LinkedIn we helped Arnold create has responses and unique interactions that have increased by 20% after our COVID-19 post. Some aspects of our project were disrupted by COVID-19, including a photo shoot with Excel Connect. In order to populate the new platforms with content, we had organized a professional photo shoot with Excel Connect, planning to provide fully edited professional photos and videos that would have enhanced their online presence. We plan to revisit any disrupted plans as part of our continuing work with Excel Connect. Sabra will now discuss how we leveraged our knowledge of data analytics to help Excel Connect reach a broader audience.
Thanks, Mariah. Excel Connect wanted to do an in-depth look into their website hits and also how to increase their search engine optimization on Google. For assessing data on website hits, we set them up with a Google Analytics account and created a custom metrics dashboard. We were also able to add certain strategic keywords that got their website to the second search result on Google. Brian will now discuss our additional efforts for Excel Connect.
Thank you, Sabra. Our team also wanted to work with Excel Connect to develop a system for acquiring new and important clients that will provide repeat business within important sectors of the community. We love Manchester's growing new American community, and this growth has created a need for interpretation and translation services in legal, medical, financial, and educational situations. We aided Arnold in creating a sustainable strategy that will help him offer his services to pillars in our community. Before approaching new clients, our team decided to help create an outreach program for Arnold that would be both consistent and effective for long-term use as he grows his business. To do this, we designed an outreach script that leverages Excel Connect's local roots, certifications, and the flexibility that his business can provide. The team also wanted to make sure that Arnold had a system of scheduling meetings and contacting customers using chat services like Zoom. Our team then worked with Arnold and our local contacts to identify clients that required translation and interpretation work. We specifically targeted those that could promise long-term contracts to enable stable company growth. Our work has placed Arnold in touch with management at places like the Manchester Airport and the Manchester Police Department. We have also been able to work with the New Hampshire Department of Education, where Excel Connect is being placed on the department's Directory of Interpretation and Translation Services, giving them statewide reach. In light of recent events following the outbreak of the COVID-19 pandemic, we have created an additional outreach message that Excel Connect has been using to contact hospitals and medical practices. By working with Arnold to create an outreach strategy and client list, his company has been able to connect with businesses and local government centers that have an immediate need for his services. Since our initial outreach program, which reached 9 organizations, Arnold has since been able to use these methods to reach out to businesses on his own and has acquired 6 new clients. We hope to continue working with Excel Connect in the future, as we believe that as this company grows, it'll be providing valuable services to our new American community and those who seek to serve it. I would now like to introduce Angela to discuss Umoja Child Care Center.
Thank you, Brian. Geraldine Kirega is a business and community-minded immigrant from Tanzania, seeking to prolong the aspirations of immigrants and refugees as they navigate the American education and criminal justice system with confidence and support by creating Umoja, a community-centered childcare facility. In her community, Geraldine sees an intergenerational gap which is causing younger generations to forget their ancestors' culture and purpose of creating a new life in America, leading her to develop a plan to unite parents, grandparents, and children through education and storytelling from older generations. This plan comes to life in the Umoja Daycare, with mission to empower and engage immigrant families through dialogue, education, training, and intergenerational activities. In order to support Geraldine in operating Umoja, we researched on potential grants for small businesses and nonprofits with educational purpose and community-based. Geraldine provided all the information needed to apply to these grants that would be directed towards uncover expenses such as equipment, utilities, and other supplies. We applied to 8 grants from banks, credit unions, charitable foundations, and community projects, ranging the amounts from $2,500 to $25,000. It took us 3 months to prepare the proposals for each grant and apply to them. The potential gains from these grants add up to $35,000. Besides the grants, we also donated 2 bikes. Additionally, our student leader connected Geraldine with 4 potential partners such as Office of Refugee Resettlement, UNH Cooperative, Cross NH, and Head Start, who will support her with knowledge and guidance in the business world. We are looking forward to the future semester working with Geraldine to further develop Umoja Daycare Center and her budding restorative justice program. I will now reintroduce Jacob to conclude our presentation.
We are incredibly proud of the work that we did this year, and are thrilled that New Hampshire has a growing New American community. Small businesses are the lifeblood of the American economy, and even more so in New Hampshire, where 93% of all businesses are small businesses. It is incredibly complicated starting a new business, especially if you are not from this country and English is not your first language. That is what Enactus is about, serving the community through entrepreneurial action. We focused on that, and each and every one of us will continue to focus on that. We are incredibly privileged to work with our partners, and we will continue to work with them in the coming years.
On behalf of the entire Enactus team, I would like to thank you for the opportunity to present and thank you for your time.